And I ask you guys this: how about you guys weigh in on this? Right? There was a conversation this morning on Twitter. Guys wondering if the first lineup, or some saying the first lineup that won the Millie was a bad lineup. Okay, and I don't know if I agree, but maybe I'm just wrong here, and I'm willing to acknowledge if I'm wrong. How on earth is this considered a bad lineup? Okay, all right. You know what? I have an idea. Type in 1 or 2 to register your vote. That lineup right there, is it a bad lineup? Brick, I'd love to see your answer, Brick. Is that right there a bad lineup? Honest answer. Everyone type in your honest answer. Was this a bad lineup? For me, it's just, where's the bad? First of all, so now a bunch of people are just saying, by the way, he has $1 million. Who cares if you think it's bad or not? Right? Essentially, yes. That's actually my thing. Who cares if it's bad or not? By the way, Lam, I see your 5. I've mentioned before, I think that's broken. I think the actual PayPal donations are kind of broken. I don't know what I have to do to fix it. I have to... I think an email or something, but thank you, dude. Llama donated 5 real USD green actual dollars. You are so generous, my man. Here's my thing. You have a stack, right? Like, okay, so my thing. Someone mentioned it was because he didn't run it back with someone. Well, you don't always have to run it back with someone. Like, you don't. Just because someone didn't run it back doesn't mean it's a bad lineup. You know what I mean? Like, Aaron Jones, he was, depending what tournament you played, was hovering around this ownership, right? 11% owned. What is so bad about Aaron Jones? Aaron Jones wasn't a bad play. Were there better plays I liked better? Maybe, yeah. Did everyone else like better? Sure. But was he individually a bad play? No, of course not. Eckler, maybe someone that people could have said, well, how on earth did he land on Eckler? Timeout. I don't know what you guys had projected for Eckler, but I had Eckler around 15-ish. Can he do well? Of course, especially in PPR sites. I mean, I don't know if you guys had him projected for like 10 or something, but Eckler's extremely serviceable. Like, I don't know where we're going. I don't know where the mistakes in here. Was AJ Brown a bad play? If you're playing Tannehill, AJ Brown is probably the guy you're playing with Tannehill, right? Sanders is part of the stack, so that's a yes automatically. Hooper was a fine tight end. I have no issue with Hooper. James White, I have no issue with the play. He didn't turn out incredible, but I have no issue with the actual play. Anderson over Crowder is the only spot where I'd say, maybe. But even then, Anderson wasn't a bad play. There was just a better play on his team, right? So I don't know why this would be bad. Brick says it would be a mistake to not run it back, all things being equal. But that's not what they were saying. They said it was a mistake. It was mistake, full stop. I mean, if even then, here's my thing. Even if he didn't run it back, I still don't think that's wrong. Or am I just being crazy? Just because he didn't run it back, I don't think that's wrong. I don't like. Okay, so 4-man or 5-man stacks aren't the only way to win, right? We've established this plenty of times. And to be honest, in a game stack, let's be real here. In a game stack, the running it back portion of the game stack isn't the biggest correlation in the game stack, right? The biggest correlation is always going to be Jimmy to Emmanuel Sanders. And if you wanted Jimmy to Sanders and maybe Kittle, that's still the strongest part, to where when you're running it back, you're just doing it because it adds a tiny bit more correlation. Not that it's like another Kittle and Sanders added to the book, right? It's you're adding a little bit more. And let me say it in like bold. Let me scream this to you guys. It's a little bit more that you're adding. It's not like you're adding another person that's correlated, extremely highly with the rest of your. It's slightly correlated. So I don't think this was bad. And running it back, like, I don't think it was imperative. I don't think you had to run it back.